Remember how the clear thing? Hang the thing, babe, remember?
What?
I said, remember, you had this up like this. You had this up like this. Remember?
I'll get you now.
What's up, man?
Are you missed that?
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyle raps for people. Could I do a freestyle for you?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, dope. I need your help because I'm gonna improvise.
Okay,
Can you give me like a song topic?
okay. A grizzly bear drinking milk.
A grizzly bear drinking milk.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I love it. Oh wow, you got a grizzly bear on your mug right there?
Yeah, it's milk.
You drinking milk out of there?
Yes.
Oh wow,
Okay.
so this makes so much sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Let's go. Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, come on, yeah, 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 yeah. In the forest, I get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, in the forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, yo, my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk, yeah, I'm a grizzly, it's mad facts, us bears, we got a bad rap, yeah, people aren't really aware, when they see us while they hiking, yo, they get scared, they like, no, that's that dude, that grizzly that's really gonna steal our food, damn, hey, yo, his size is godly, he might even catch us and eat our bodies, yeah, people think that I'ma eat them raw, people scared of my teeth, scared of my claws, people scared cause my size is giant, and they know in a fight that I'm certain to triumph. But here's the thing, I don't like people. I'm not a bad guy, I'm not evil. Nah, that's not the way I'm built. I ain't gonna eat you, I just want your milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur would be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, yeah. And my fur would be smoother than silk. Hey, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, real big how I been built. I'm not really a fan of the skim milk. I do invent loving to drink the 2%. Yeah, and y'all know I don't make people feel the wrath. I want the half and half, yeah. Yo, look in my eyes, they so dreamy. Pour me a glass of milk that's mad creamy. All the milk, you know it shook me. But hey, I think I'll need some cookies. Yeah, that's gonna make sure my mood don't get low. When I got the cookies, I can dip those. Yeah, if I got the milk, it's a miracle. Yeah, I might need a bowl of cereal. Aw shit, man, he even had the prop. Y'all know we drinking non-stop. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, yeah. And my fur would be smoother than silk. Hey, so I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there, yeah. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, hey. And my fur would be smoother than silk. Come on, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, I'm about to make you aware. If you got milk, better pour a glass for the bears. Yeah, I'm out here getting busy. Pour me a glass of milk for this grizzly. Yeah, I'ma make you aware. Hey, go and pour a glass of milk for the bears. Hey, y'all know the milk got me amped. And if you don't pour me a cup, I'll terrorize your camp. Let's go.
You insane.
Well,
Yo, you guys are not gonna believe this.
Fucking insane.
Insane in the membrane. Ooh, that was weird.
Oh, motherfucking grizzly bear.
Motherfucking grizzly bear.
I think it's hilarious that he picked motherfucking and put it in there for ahead of it. I thought that was funny.
Justin, I will reply to you after the stream. There were some things I wanted to actually bring up. One was distraction.
Say hello to people first.
Oh, hello, people. I'm joking.
Hello, people.
Hello,
Bass.
people. Hello, people. Hi, Four Jacks. Hi, Justin. Hi, PJ Crooker.
I'm
Who's
still
that?
making my coffee. I'm still getting ready.
I'm saying hello to you because you're in chat.
Are you having a powder?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Chillin.
We're having a powder, are we?
Hi, Cookie.
Honey, how are you?
I'm good. No, so because we talk about mental health and that, because
We do?
yeah, we do, Ryan, because we're both mental, mate.
I know. Darn it.
But sometimes I have, so it's not one glove fits all. It's a thing, like that you have to find the right one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I use like reading a book, or
Coping mechanism. Right.
if I write down, say like I've got loads of things I want to say. To be fair, now I use YouTube, but I used to write it on paper, everything I wanted to say to anybody, and then I'd rip it up or burn it, right? Because then it's out, because it's the holding it in that's the hardest, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Or
I haven't personally
like
done that, but I mean, it does make sense. It makes sense to me.
For me, it works, right? Because it means you've let it all out, and you ain't got to deal with it, because it's not there for you to look back on either. Do you know what I mean? Because if you keep it, you're going to go back to it, and that's not the point. The point is you get it out of your system, and then you move on.
Yeah, you release the pressure, because that's usually what it is normally in a day-to-day life, you don't really get a whole lot of crap coming at you, right? Once in a while, but you can usually deal with it. But for some reason in my life, it seems like everything seems to be crooked and screwed up, right? Because I forget things, I make mistakes, I forget where I put things, I get sidetracked easy because my mind goes other places. Like yesterday, I started out working on part of the yard, and I ended up working on something completely different because it just appeased me better. So that's what I worked on. It's just like I really wanted to do this other thing, but I couldn't do it. It was frustrating. So I just moved to something else. It was easier than getting upset with the other one, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the way you do it. Like for PJ, for instance, for him, if he thinks he's got 10 things to do in a day, and he's thinking about it straight away, I've got to do this, and this. And then he starts panicking about it, because it can be a lot sometimes. And so I always say to him, just focus on one thing.
Yeah, you
don't think about all the others. Focus on one and do that. And then if you finish that and you want to do another one, you do another one, but do it like that, because otherwise you're putting all that pressure on yourself to get all these things done, when in reality, you can
only do one thing at a time, right? So it makes sense to categorize it and split it up and then work on one thing at a time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
My sponsor told me that. That was his advice for me back when we talked about this, because I asked him about, how do I fix all the hurt that I've caused from all the dumb shit that I've done and said in front of people, and they don't forget it. Every time they see me, they think about that time that I would, was whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's how I dealt with it. Is I went and back and talked to people and apologized. And a lot of them said, I didn't take that seriously, but I could tell by the look on their face it did matter to them. When I actually told them, I apologize that I did that to you. It was really wrong. I was drunk and stupid, and I never apologized, and I should have. And they were like,
I think though,
no, I didn't really think, but I could tell by the look on their face when I said it to them that it did matter. It was a big, big thing.
I think as well, you lot, like men are harder on themselves than they are. Like women, we're emotional because we're hormonal quite a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But men kind of, overthink things. And so, like today, as an example, right? Ryan emailed me saying, sorry, I'm a shite partner, right? And I'm like, no, look, I set the stream up yesterday. Then I told you, like, you because he thought he'd missed it and he hadn't.
No, I thought I missed. No, when I saw the thing that you guys posted on Rumble or whatever, I saw that video, and then I heard him saying something in the beginning. He was saying, "Here, send it to Ryan so he'll come in." And then I listened to a good portion, a good hour of it, and I wasn't on there, and I was like, "Well, when was this?" Like, it must have been the one where I showed up at the end of it or something. But I was like really confused because I didn't remember all the things that you had said in that thing. And then I kept thinking, well, maybe I missed a live stream, but it wasn't. I was actually just late that day and I didn't catch the beginning of it. So
Hold on.
No, it happens.
Hold
Life
on, hold on.
happens.
Can I just
you
say,
know,
hold
we
on,
can't-
Justin just said to me, yep, I do the same, PJ, but I'm getting better at focusing on one thing at a time.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't say anything.
No, I did. I was saying about you when you've got like 10 things to do and you're sat thinking, I've got to do all these things, and I say to you, just do one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think about the other until you've done one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I get you. Oh, yeah, I get you, Justin.
And
I get
that's
you, bro.
why, because for me, that's how I've had anxiety for a long time, and I've had mental health problems all my life, but it's easy when you've been taught things and you kind of know how to talk yourself out of it. But if you don't know, it's hard. Like, I remember when I first got
Hi,
diagnosed.
did you know that Ryan's got 160 subs, babe? Did you know that,
Well
Ryan?
done.
Ryan, you've got 160 subs, bro.
I do.
Yes, you've got 160 subs, bro.
And I don't do anything.
One,
That's
Ryan.
weird.
Well, maybe
guess
did you put up the video last week? No, you didn't put up last week.
No, he didn't. I checked.
I couldn't. I've tried and I didn't see the little option. I was really frustrated about it too because I really wanted to put it. But you did send it to me or something, right? So I could still post it. I just gotta
You can
remember.
still do it. Yeah, you can still
I just
do it.
didn't
Yeah,
remember.
I said it's on. What is it? Google Drive.
Mhm.
Babe.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm just putting a like in for it. Yeah, just so you've got 161 actually, because I don't know why, but for some reason I wasn't subscribed, and I used to be subscribed to.
Oh,
So
I
I
am.
YouTube again.
That's good.
YouTube again. So
But no, men are harder on themselves. I'm really sorry to tell you, but you are.
We're also lazier about getting around and doing it. At least I am. I mean, I know there's a lot of guys who can really like target focus, and I can hyper focus on things when I'm really, really into it. Like I can just like lock in and just like I know everything that I need to line up and I'll do it. But it's only if I'm good at already doing that particular thing. You know, like if it's cleaning up the house or whatever, I already know what I need to do to get that done. So I can usually compartmentalize at least a good portion of it and get most of it done. And then my wife will go around and say, okay, this is what you missed, do this, do that, whatever. And then it gets done. Right. But I have to sit down and think about it. Sometimes I'll make a list in the morning. Like if I've got a whole bunch of things that I want to get done, like I've got this project I want to start or I want to get the muffler on this, or I want to get the chain repaired on that, or whatever it is. If I've got things that I really want to get done, even though it's not like important that I get it done, I'll try to write down. I'll make a list of the things. Like I'm going to go to the store first. I'm going to buy the supplies I need. Then I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do that. And then I'll start working. And then I'll just check the stuff off the list. And if I get a little bit switchy, then at least I've got the list to work on so that I'm not just wandering off on a random project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't always do that. A lot of times I forget to make the damn list. It screws me
Don't,
up.
right? Look, even me, like, and I've decorated my whole lot, put flooring down. I still haven't even glued the flooring down. And I've already been painting the bedroom. Do you know what I mean? So
Because you
women
want to
do
see,
that.
you want to see some change. You want to see it look good. So you kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I do anyways. I start looking for the fastest thing to get done so that I have something to show for it. Right.
But
think,
literally,
babe, I think Flats is still live at the minute. That's why you've only got 8 in chat. Because usually,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We'll just dilly dally for a little bit until.
we'll have to just dilly dally for a bit. Yeah.
I prefer quality over quantity.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
me
but,
too, but-
you know that some of the people that come here are still.
No, I know,
your
I know.
viewers are in Flats. Some still go that way.
No, I know that.
Yeah, I don't get mad at people for wanting to finish watching another show. I don't.
No. Look, I knew that Flats would be on when I started, but
Mhm.
you know, I don't look. It's a good time for me, Ryan. It's not too early for you, and it's not too late.
Well,
And
people don't turn up. They always watch it later, but you know what I mean.
right,
But
yeah,
people will turn up once they come. If flats say finish right now, I guarantee people will be here. You know what I mean?
look, we're all we're all able to make our own decisions in life.
I know.
And
I'm just saying that you've usually got more in your chat, but it's
no,
because
I know.
it's usually because you've got crossover viewers, babe. It's
No,
just
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah, and I understand a lot of people are loyal to flats. I was on the show, so I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you guys are having differences doesn't mean we're all going to have the same differences. So yeah.
Well, trust me, I know about loyalty to flats.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
A
I
bit too
completely agree.
much.
But there you go.
do.
Let's not go there.
Like no, but like even me, like until today, I think it was like for days I've felt like shit, and I've said to you, haven't I? I've done nothing.
Mhm.
And then today I got yesterday, because I knew yesterday that I wanted to do this today, because obviously next Wednesday is my cousin's funeral. So I won't be on. And I wanted to do it. Hi Greg. I wanted to do it before obviously the funeral, because I do think mental health is really important. And I think like me and PJ were talking about it even before all this has happened on the other channel. And I said, like, I want mine and Ryan's streams to be a safe place for us, for all of us.
Yeah,
to
people
talk.
can think what they want, but they can do that outside.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Yeah. And you know, like everyone I know is a moderator. Like Greg's just coming up. Greg, you're a mod. I've just made you a mod. But obviously I don't want this. I don't want our streams to be about trolls and hate and that. Because I think it's really important that men talk about their mental health. And I know I'm a woman, but I also have experienced mental health, and I know the effects of men's mental health. So yeah, that's why. And eventually we'll probably do one about women, but I think because women are more open about it, for me it's really important that men, especially men that are my partner, my friends, you know, that they feel safe to talk about it without being judged, without people looking down their nose and going, oh well, you know, because we've all had the stigma that's attached to mental health.
Babe,
And I think
or we've been in a position where people were thinking that it was.
I was going to say, if you want, I found this 9-minute video. It says, and it's a guy talking. I don't know how good it is. His title is "How I Got Rid of Obsessive Anxious Thinking and Painful Rumination." I don't know what rumination is, but I don't know.
Oh,
if
that
you want
reminds
to-
me. There's a guy on I think it's TikTok, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's this middle-aged guy and his wife that do these videos about ADHD, and they do like they'll do scenes like they'll be sitting on the couch and she'll ask him to do something, and then he'll go, and then all of a sudden he'll start doing his thinking in his mind what he's going to do, and then you'll see all this stuff going on, and he'll explain like what's crazy about it and how it goes through his head, and then it'll show her saying, okay, but don't worry about it, we can do it this way, and then he'll look over and go, oh, okay, like it's this funny stuff like that where him and his wife do these little skits where they show how he deals with his issues and things. I think it's kind of cute, but I can't remember the name of the damn thing. But it's kind of interesting. I like it.
I just wondered if you wanted to have a look at the video while people maybe finish flats or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you, babe. It's you guys to stream.
Look, we're quite open about watching stuff and that.
So do you want to do it?
Yeah.
It's just so like maybe more people by the time it's finished. I mean, you're up to 10.
Might also give us ideas on what to talk about too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's any good. I just put on a title and see what happens. If it's no good, then we'll turn it off, obviously.
No worries.
Chilling. It's
just
a good job I like.
Then you, once it's done, you can talk about what you wanted to talk about. I mean, I don't even know if it's any good, guys. Like I say, I just typed in something. I
You're
mean, I
doing,
don't
doing
even
everything right, Jay. No worries.
So, yeah.
Did you see what Chillin said?
That looks like the guy.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does. I think that is the dude. That's the guy I was talking about.
Okay, well, this is on YouTube anyway.
Well, yeah.
Let's see if
Maybe.
he's in
Yeah, I
it.
think it might be the guy, but I'll have to wait and see when he talks.
Did you want to say something, Bib? Did you say?
Chillin, women. Oh boy, that could be a touchy
Yeah.
subject. It's a good job you're my friend.
What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. Today I want to talk about obsessive.
Oh, Noah. No, not a bad
No, this
name.
is the same dude, but he does. The guy that I'm thinking of looks a little bit like him. Though.
Right. So, babe, you know the score. Tell me to stop.
I don't watch football.
Thinking, rumination,
Oh,
race.
by the way, what is rumination before I carry on?
I don't know.
I've
just
never heard of it, but I will check.
Rumination. I'm just trying to guess at what the hell the rumen. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have to look it up.
Oh, repetitive thinking or dwelling on negative and feeling and distress of their causes and consequences. So it's overthinking stuff, basically. It's repeating.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
same thinking, like I do, the same thinking over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just make it clear that anything we say in this stream is not medical advice? Please seek professional
Help.
help.
Absolutely.
Even if that's your best friend down the street, somebody.
Aye.
Spinning, anxiety, and everything that comes with looping thoughts, feelings, and ideas over and over again with no sense of completion, no sense of resolution, and just the torture that can come with that. It's something that
I see, like I always say that my depression and that ain't that bad, which it's not compared to some people.
Hi,
But I
Baz.
get this. But hold on, I get this. What he's saying. Thoughts that keep coming back, and it even when you sometimes think you've resolved them, think, oh well, I will just think of one thing at a time and not let it get to me. But then I go to do that thing, and it's like, oh, for goodness sake, I've got to do after this, and it comes back. I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, I get like a little bit of peace, and then it goes again.
Or the problem that I have is I'll forget that I've already decided that that's not something to worry about, and then I'll forget it, and then I'll start
Yes.
worrying about it again, and I'll be like, damn it, I thought I forgot about that damn thing.
There you go. That.
has
Or
been
yeah.
pretty consistent and plaguing. I don't think that's a word, but it has plagued me. The cycle of rumination, pure obsession, OCD, stuff like that. And I'm working with someone right now who is really struggling with that. It's a very
I
common.
don't really understand OCD to a big extent, but I think I've got little traits of it. Little traits.
Well, imagine it this
Yeah, you
way:
have.
some people deal with their stress and their panic by in that way. That's how they express it, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of like some people will just some people like, and they're in a touchy situation, or that let's say you're in a car like he is, and there's some guy standing outside the car, but he doesn't know who the guy is, and the guy doesn't go away, so he starts mentalizing this, and he starts saying, okay, this guy could jump into my videos, and you end up running off into this dumbass window of blah, 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 this is going to happen, that's going to happen, that guy's going to do something, and I got to be careful of that, and then it ends up distracting the fuck out.
It's a form of projection as well. Not the same projecting as projecting your things onto someone else, but projecting as in what if? You know what I mean? Your projections, what if this, what if that? You know what I mean? That type of thing.
And believe it or not, it sounds silly, but when it comes on you, it's not funny. It's not fun at all. It's like a panic. It's like, I have to do something about this. If I don't do something, I can't, my mind won't settle. It's like there's this voice in my head that's telling me, go and stop that. Go stop that right now. You can't allow that to happen in front of you. That's not right. That kind of thing. And it'll drive you nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So I know exactly what he's talking about.
Definitely. I mean, I can get definitely. I mean, I think I might have picked the right video.
I've never heard it explained that way, but yeah.
No, I've heard the name rumination. I've heard the word rumination, but I would have thought rumination would have been something physical, like
well, it is to us. Trust me. It's
like rheumatism, Oh
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you were trying to break down the word to like I
was.
Yeah. Like what? Wait a minute. What is room?
Hey,
Yeah. Yes. Baby.
Justin said that certain things need to be in certain places always for me. I have certain favourite things in a certain order and whatnot. Do you know what? I am exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't have that problem necessarily, but I do understand it because
Mhm.
some of my stuff I do have a little weird thing about.
Of
You know, like
course.
my lighters, because I use my lighters and I like to have a lighter where I'm
Yeah.
going to be smoking. So
Yeah.
I always got to make sure there's a light. If there's not, it gets
In
me.
my hand. Yeah, it's in my hand usually. It's
Yeah,
always in
or it's
my
in my
hand.
pocket or it's right there in front of me. Yeah.
Always. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm always looking for it. But no, I get it. I don't get it as much as when I was a kid. But what Justin was saying, right? And I was saying about the OCD thing. I haven't got the switch on counting thing or anything like that. I haven't got like be purely like
Yeah, thank
bleach
God.
clean and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I used to have this thing about like tidiness. Like if I couldn't see the mess, if it was behind the sofa, all piled behind the sofa, nicely, it was fine. It was fine as long as I couldn't see it. But
Yeah.
then there was this other thing with the ornaments on the mantelpiece. They had to be like I don't know, like an inch, a measured inch with your fingers in each side, and they had to be facing the same symmetrical angle, looking at me, either out the way, in the way, or straight on. And then the ornaments there'd have to be one in the middle and one either end, so it was symmetrical. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I
Just
know
have
what you
one in one end. No.
That's funny.
And that's when I was a kid, and that was my mum and dad's ornament.
I know where that stems from. And it does stem from neglect. It does. And, you know, I'll give my mom a lot of credit. My mom, it was difficult for her. She worked, you know, sometimes 2 and 3 jobs to take care of me. And she lived with other people and, you know, she stayed in other people's. I mean, she did a lot of things just to make sure I was taken care of. She did a great job, but she wasn't perfect. You know, she made mistakes. And I think the biggest mistake she made was, you know, she thought I was okay because, you know, I was home or because I was around people that would take care of me, but you know, I needed more than that, you know. And so a lot of the issues that I have are from that. They're stem from me not having someone there to help explain things to me and level me out, you know what I mean? And so my mind would go overboard on me. And then that's where I ended up getting these bad habits, like this making a big deal out of something that's small or throwing a fit over somebody that cuts me off on the freeway. I don't like that. It just drives me insane. Although I'm aggressive as shit when I drive. I'll run right around you and right over you. I don't care. But if you do that to me, I don't like it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, but I have respect for other drivers too at the same time. Like if a truck's coming up on me and I see he's faster than me and I don't want to go that fast, I'll move over. I'm not that kind of person where I'll just deliberately be an asshole. But when somebody comes and they're coming around and then they deliberately cut me off and I can see it coming, I know what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I drive the same way. So it's like, I see them coming and I give them some room and they don't take advantage. But then at the last minute, they cut in front of me. That pisses me off because it's like, dude, I went out of my way to slow down, give you room. And instead you got greedy and decided to go a car ahead of me and then make everybody slam on their brakes. That shit pisses me off. And oh my God, I'll just go off and start cussing and everything else. And my wife's like, dude, why do you get so mad? And I'm like, dude, that guy almost killed us. Like literally, if he would have made one more mistake, he would have ran us off the road and we'd probably be in the ditch right now. And that doesn't matter to you. Because because it didn't happen, right? Well, it matters to me. It's important. I've seen people die in cars. People have gotten injured and lost their lives. It's not a joke. So when somebody drives insane and they don't even have any respect for anybody else, like to at least wait till they're ahead of you to cut to cut in front of you, that kind of stuff is really dangerous. And I know this because I've seen it. You know, it's like, and it makes me nuts. It makes me nuts.
Exactly.
As you can see.
I just went on a community post. Rethink. I've just changed it for you. I've changed it to a minute or longer. There you go.
There he is.
Yeah, you're there.
Him lose a lot of respect.
There you go, Rethink. Bless you, man. Right, do you want me to continue, Clint?
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're blue now.
Common thing to struggle with.
You're blue now, Rethink.
A deep, deep interconnection to your every thought, wanting to find meaning behind it, wanting to understand why you're thinking and feeling a certain way, wishing you weren't thinking or feeling certain things, judging yourself, punishing yourself. And it is maddening, you guys. It is absolutely maddening to be in that space. I've had obsessive.
Yeah, I've got mad at myself for things like that. I probably haven't got it as bad as this dude is implying his is, but I get it. I get exactly what he's saying.
Cycles and ruminations hold on to me for months and months and months, to where every waking moment of every single day, I was stuck in the same loop. And something I used to do is just feel this dire need to, one, seek validation, reassurance, and guidance from everyone and anyone. And two, I would research my issues. I would research my
That's part of their spiritual thing as well. I think fear of man, like wondering what people think about you. Because I've learned to not give too much about what people think about me, but I do still like people to like me because I think I'm easy to get on with. But not everybody's going to like me, So I do still have a little bit of that, a little bit.
That's my worst one. This is my worst one. I seek acceptance from everybody. I don't know why. It's to me. I don't know. It's in the back of my mind. If I can make you smile and laugh, and I can entertain you in some little way, it makes me feel good. It's one of those quirk things that I get off on. I get energy from it somehow. I like to help people. So it doesn't matter what kind of thing you're involved with or anything, whatever. I want to help you. I'm that kind of person. I don't know why I do that, because most of the time I don't even care about the people that I'm helping, but they need help. So, when I need help, I don't care if somebody, I don't care if people know me or if they're scared of me or not. If they can help me, I expect that they would, right? Like if I'm standing there and I'm 10 cents short, I wouldn't have to ask. Somebody should just hand me a dime, I do it. I do it all the time. If I see somebody's low or they don't have enough, I'll buy them a soda or something. I don't care. Whatever.
Rethink. Look, I did it for you because you're one of ours. Look, any of ours are welcome here anytime. And I think your comment that you were going to wait 20 minutes, bless you, until the community moderation thing, and I was like, no, I'm not going to make you wait 20 minutes.
Where was the comment in your comment section?
In a community post.
Just as well you've seen it.
Well, I go in and check, and obviously because I've gone up subs, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh no, I'm changing it. So I changed it to a minute because look, I'm not gonna.
I did share you on my community post, so hopefully
I'm not gonna make you wait 20 minutes to comment. And Sogs, you're blue now.
Sogs, you're blue.
And for anyone who wants to join, if they want to join, the
pin it to the top.
It is pinned at the top.
Hey, Roger.
Sogs, it does that though. It I've had so many channels that I've been subbed to that it unsubs me from. And it's annoying. Justin, yes, you definitely need to do that.
What's that?
WA.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely do that, bro. Definitely. Vicky, it might be doing something with Charles Jedi Tech's wife, as in like a ministry thing on this channel for women, a women's ministry, not a guy's one, but for women. So, can you explain that before I play the video again, babe?
Yeah. So, because obviously there's a lot of men's channels that focus on biblical studies and stuff, and there's not really much for women in that respect. So I think it's a really good idea, and I think for me, I'm a new Christian, and I need to learn things, and I think that's probably good. But look, my channel's never going to be all for one sex or the other. It's always going to be both, and I'm focusing on men's mental health. And then the women's ministry, if it happens, which hopefully it does, because it's a really good idea.
Absolutely. Well said.
Thoughts, I'd research whatever I was cycling on, ruminating on, freaking out about, for lack of better words, to no end.
Yay, 20 in chat. Bless you guys. Thanks for coming to Vicky's. Told you they would turn up, baby.
On Google, for example, I just had to know if it was normal. I had to know if I was going crazy. I had to know if I was, I don't know, I had to know. I'm just obsessed. So I want to share with you guys the biggest.
Oh God, it's so weird. It's like I'm awakening to this in a way that I never thought I would. I always thought I knew a lot about psychological things. I always thought I was good at figuring people out and understanding where their feelings are so that I could help be there, or whatever. Somebody's having a down day or whatever, I'll target that person and I'll try to be nice to them. Try to give them a reason. You know what I mean? I don't like Like for me, the thought that somebody was going to go and quit and give up on something, even though I do it all the time, it bothers me. It's like, no, don't do that. Let's find something else for you to worry about. That's more important. That's more manifest. That gives you something edifying at the end. Let's figure out a way to twist this into something positive. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to myself, it's like, wow, it's not as easy to do. It's like, because all the things that I think would work, I always think, well, no, that isn't going to work for me because I always find a way around it. You know what I mean? I'm always like heading it off. I'm always expecting someone to throw a wrench into my shit, you know, and make it more difficult because that's the way it always seems to happen. So I'm always on the offensive and on the, you know, on the defense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm always like waiting for the comment to come, even though I know that maybe no one, you know, I know people are thinking it because I'm thinking it. So when I ask a question that I know I'm targeting someone, like if let's say I'm talking to you and all of a sudden I bring up a subject that you're not really you don't really like to talk about, but I do it in a way that gets you to talk about the thing, but then changes the subject over to something more slighter that's not quite the thing that you don't want to talk about. Get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But then I still get you to talk about it that way, and you don't even realize it. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing.
Ryan, Mr. Super's in your chat. Say hello to him.
Hi, Mr. Super.
He's in Ryan's chat. Mr. Super, we're also in Vicky's, but it's fine. If you want to stay there, it's up to you. You can,
Makes no difference to us.
Makes no difference. It's either or. It's just if you want to talk to people, they won't see you if you're in Ryan's because I think you're the only one in Ryan's. But
look,
dude,
but thank you for going
on. Good. You can be either or, bro. Bless
I go watch a lot of his stuff, so I think that's why he comes.
Yeah, it's not a popular.
Well, of course not. I'm just letting him know if he wants to talk to other people. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, and Mr. Super Sidewinder, if you'd like to come in, if you have anything to add to the conversation, we'd love to hear you. We'd love to hear.
The link is pinned.
Anybody?
Well, do you want me to put the link over Mr. Super Side as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's put it on.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
I'll stay alone if I must.
Oh, bless him. We can see ya. We can see you, Mr. Super.
Yeah, we can see you. There's nobody else.
Thanks, Kim, for going over and giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Don't forget to be in here too.
Look,
right, let me give you the link.
I kind of want to explain
just
as
in
well.
case. I'm going to pin it. Well, I can't pin it. I can put the link in, but I can't. Oh no, I can't because I'm not a sub on your side, Ryan. I forgot I can't do that.
A mod,
I'll put it in, but it's not in blue. It's not in blue. It's you'd have to copy it and stuff. So it's not in blue. Obviously,
So,
nobody's moderators in Ryan's.
I'm the same way. Sorry.
The way it is now, streaming to both is what we want to do for every stream. Because it's not one person's stream, it's a joint stream.
Well, yeah, if I don't post it on mine, then I'm not really getting credit, even though, you know, we're doing this together.
Exactly.
I don't post a lot of stuff from Rogers because lately it just gets banned. So that's why I quit kind of doing that. But it seems like every time I put it up there, we get kicked out. It's like, damn it.
No, but somebody might be sub to you that's not to me and might see it on yours and be like, oh, actually, I want to watch this. Do you know what I mean? So it's getting the word out to more people. And it's, you know, this is very much a joint thing. Me and Ryan, we don't even really decide what we're going to talk about. It's kind of, we just go with the flow. Yeah, but I want it on both because it's a joint thing.
That's why I put the thing on just before we started. I was like, "Ooh, sugar, do you want that setting on?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not.
Yeah, I'm glad you made me hold out and do that. That's good.
Definitely.
Key to getting me free is of obsessive thinking and rumination. The single greatest, most relieving thing that ever happened to me that changed everything. It's an absolute game changer. And it's simple, and I want you to take it to heart because it's powerful.
I only just realized what Mr. Super said there. Ryan is my pal. I'll stay alone if I must.
Yeah, you didn't notice that? I thought it was.
I didn't notice it. Bro.
You know, the thing that I was going to say a minute ago that I got distracted about, started talking about myself again. But I've noticed something about his eyes, and I see this in a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, especially in here, like with Flat Earth and all that, and this kind of thing. I've noticed this wandering eyes thing. He does the same thing I do. I don't know what it is. When I'm looking at you, like when you're in the room, I can't help but to look you in the right eye. That's just what I've been trained to do. My dad taught me to always look you in the eye. When I'm online, I stare off in the distance, and I know it bugs people the fuck out of people. I know it does.
I know people like I've seen people and they look when they're looking at you, they actually look. It looks like they're looking at your forehead or just above. You get people that look kind of up the way when they look at you.
That's
I've had
because
that. But when I'm looking at someone's eyes, I try and look them in the eye, but I feel that my eye goes from right to left.
Yeah,
I don't know
your eyes
which
want
one
to
to
wander. They do because they get bored. Yeah, my eyes get bored. I want to look you over. I want to check you out. I want to see all the things that you're doing, how you're using your body, because that's all important about who you are. You don't realize how important that stuff is. Even if it gets on your nerves, if somebody moves around weird, you can tell a lot about them by that. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah. Do you want to know?
Like you can see, hurt, pain. You can see that in their eye, and I can see it in his eyes. That the way he kind of looks off to the side. He's always looking off to the side. That's how he centers himself, right? He's trying to keep himself on track, and I like that. I like the idea that you can actually see that in his movements and the way he's carrying himself. So you can see that he's trying to focus on his things like he's supposed to. Even though he's not doing a great job because he keeps looking away, but that's how he recenters himself and keeps back into focus. See what I'm saying? And you could see that in his eyes. And I didn't notice that before until I just started thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. He's doing that same eye thing I do where I'll look someone straight on. And then when I'm trying to like recenter my thoughts, I'll look away because my mind wants to think about your face and the things that you're doing. So if I don't look away, then it distracts the shit out of me. You know what I mean? But everybody thinks that I'm being disrespectful by not still looking at you. It's
Babe,
just
you were saying
You want to try being a woman with boobs?
No thanks, I'm good. I've already decided if I would have been a woman, I wouldn't have survived.
Right,
Yeah,
you were
I would have been a whore, and then I probably would have ended up alive.
No, but men, like, some people talk to your tits. They don't talk to you. They talk to your tits, and it's like, for me,
Is that really a big deal?
Not that I dress scantily or anything, but I had a vest on, and I'm not going to go outside with a vest on unless I'm in my privacy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a bit weird like that.
Please don't be angry with us about that, okay? We can't help it. It's like built into our instinct. We go for ass and tits. That's just what we do. But that doesn't mean that we don't care about you and who you are. But it does help to have those because it keeps us distracted. So don't take it personally like it's a bad thing. Like breasts. If we're looking at your breasts, it's because that we like them. So don't be angry at us. But there is a kind of looking that it gets a little creepy, so I can relate to that.
There is definitely a little.
Yeah.
No,
Some people are just rude. Yeah, I get it.
Like, I make sure I'm covered up. Like, if my shopping gets delivered, I make sure I'm covered up so when I bend over to pick my shopping up, nothing is on show.
Yeah, of course.
It's funny that you say that. Sorry, then I'll shut up. But it's funny that you say that because not all women do think about that. A lot of women think the opposite direction. They want to get the looks, but they don't want the attention. They just want you to look at them because that's how they get their jollies or whatever. Like me, I get my jollies by helping you and becoming your friend and you actually liking me. That's what turns me on. Just that you guys keep calling me and asking me to come to the show. And I mean, it really, honestly, if you guys stopped like making a big deal out of me showing up, I probably would just not come anymore. Like I want to feel needed. It's great to feel needed, isn't it?
Of course.
I just want to feel like everybody. It stems from child abuse.
When I hear boobs, all I can think of is cabbage leaves now.
I know.
It really does work.
Cabbage leaf bra.
And this is someone who's done this for years and years, and I trust me. If anyone knows the insidious nature of obsessive loops and ruminations, it is moi. Okay, it's made me want to kill myself, quite frankly, because you just need to stop. The moment I fully internalized and completely accepted and believed that I could not control what I was thinking at all. Zero control.
Yes, I've had the thoughts, and to me, like, I've had those thoughts, and it's thoughts I hate because it's devilish thoughts, and it's not thoughts I wanted. It's like if you hear of something disgusting and perverted, like somebody has done this certain thing to whoever, a woman, a kid, or whatever, and you hear about it, automatically my mind tries to picture it. it tries to picture it, and I don't
That's
want it to
normal,
do
though.
that. I don't
do.
want it to do that. Hold on. I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to picture those things. I feel really bad for him trying to picture them things. And I'm like, God, that's not my thoughts. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I know it's not my thoughts. You know what I mean? Somebody said something and automatically your mind tries to picture it. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm like, oh, Lord, I don't want that thought.
Vicky, why did you have to say boobs again?
Sorry, don't be sorry. Honestly, like
No matter
to
what
be
PJ says, all I can think about is tits touching Gabby.
But you know what I'm saying, though? People have depraved thoughts that are not theirs. It's because of this, what's been said, the situation. And it's not that. It's not like you're thinking you're wanting to do it. It's the picture is there because you've heard it. And it's like, I don't want to picture that. But your mind can't help but try and picture it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
like when you have conversations about the podiatrist. You know what I mean? It's like it's a really touchy subject because it's going to force your mind to think there and go there, and that's something I don't blame people. I don't want to go there either, and I've been through it. So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Hi, Carl. Carl.
Carl.
So yeah, don't be sorry. Look, I talk about things, it part of life, and I'm not going to be offended about men and boobs.
I hope not, because we really would be upset if you were.
I'm not.
Over my thoughts, that it was completely random and had no reflection on me. Did not define me.
Did they call you?
They were just thoughts.
See
I
what?
muted him.
Okay.
He's on the phone.
Babe, it's your stream, so.
I have terrible thoughts all the time, no matter how I feel about it. I have a stoof in a dark room at night holding my child. I've been overwhelmed with thoughts of walking outside into the river.
Yeah, not just that type of thoughts, though. I'm talking about disgusting, depraved thoughts that don't belong in your mind. They're not mine. It's just because I've heard the situation. It's like if say you watch a documentary to do, just say with PDF files, and someone and just say a copper is interviewing one of them and he's explaining what he did. You know what I mean? My mind is trying to picture it when I don't want it to. I am me saying, I don't want to picture that, but your mind is trying to. And then you go to yourself, no, don't want to think about that. You know what I mean? And it's like,
no, but I think that's quite natural.
You know, say again.
I think it's natural to think of when somebody says something. I don't know who you are, so I'm not letting you in.
Simon, we don't know who you are.
Barry, Baza is Barry, right? Am I getting that right? Because I remember you
Yeah.
calling. Okay, making sure. I can relate to what he's saying. He's saying that, people in my life get aggravated with me all the time, literally almost in every interaction because they say I've changed. You know what? I get that a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm not changed. I'm just tired of all the bullshit. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of arguing with people about stuff that they should know better. It's like I've always been this kid and everybody's always treated me like a little tiny kid. Oh, you're too young. You're not smart enough. You're not old enough. You're not this. Your dick isn't big enough. You're not cool enough. You're not cute enough. It was always some bullshit excuse like I couldn't live up or live up to the expectations of the world because I wasn't perfect or something.
But
Did
who
you
was
see
it?
that?
Yeah,
It's a
there was
troll.
somebody yeah, but do you know it's a troll?
Yeah, then why
How do
didn't
you
they
know?
comment? I said I don't know who you are. I'm not letting you
Well, I
in.
know, but they might not have heard that. But there was a Simon backstage said, "Who are you?" And you didn't reply at all. You could have replied
then
in
you
private
left.
chat who you are.
Look,
You didn't.
look.
Hold on. You didn't show your face, so that's why she didn't let you in. We don't know who you are. You can't just come in and say Simon. If you are somebody legit, you can't just come in and say Simon because I don't think you've got to say who you are in chat or at least show your face backstage because we can see you when you're backstage.
To be fair though, if you've come to troll and to porn bomb or whatever,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
in the wrong place because this isn't about anything. It's about mental health and men's mental health. So if you're that,
it might actually do you
serious that
some
wanna
good though if
troll,
that's your
then-
problem. If you get off on being a dick to people, then you probably would get some use out of some of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't just let someone in that if you don't know them and you know how they are for porn bombing the trolls. And Vicky does have her trolls, and I have my trolls, and you have got your trolls as well. Ryan, you're in Flaxes.
Yeah.
I've been in Flaxes. Vicky's been in Flaxes. We've all got our trolls. So if someone comes in back, yes, you had an avatar, it showed a face, but that doesn't prove anything. Need
No.
to see
Actually,
your face.
I
Hold
gotta
on.
be
Need to
honest with
see
you.
your face or know who you are. At least you need to say who you are or show your face at least, but you didn't at all. So Simon, backstage, if you were legit, say something in chat.
No.
Yeah,
When I
let's get
said
confirmed.
I don't know who you are, why didn't they say in private chat?
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I don't know if they heard you, but that's why I'm saying again, just in case. But I think it was a troll because they haven't come in again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
They do, Justin. You're spot on.
Exactly. So it's
It
another
never
one
was
for
as
us,
bad.
Simon.
To the point that all of these things I was trying not to think suddenly just fizzled off in
Actually-
the background because
If anybody wants to come in, ask Vicky for the link. Can you get rid of the link bit, please, just in case?
Yeah.
Then, if anybody wants to come in, ask
There you
Vicky
go.
for the link, and she'll give you it. Just in case, we don't want any trolls.
No.
You
I
need
mean,
to
we all
unpin
love
it.
porn bombing, but
You need to unpin it as well, babe.
Ryan, you
Unpin
need
it.
to delete it in yours.
I'll do it. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it's copied. I have to delete it. I can delete it still. You need
Yeah,
to.
no.
oh yeah, it
still-
was on about something. Hold on, but I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because of
Babe,
other
you
stuff
need to
going on.
unpin it still. You've left a black message at the top of the screen. Unpin it still. You can get rid of it,
Hold
but you still
on.
need to unpin it.
I just refreshed chat.
No. You just unpin it. Go to
I
the
can't
three
see it to unpin it.
dots. How?
These two, I swear. Would you guys just kiss and make up and get over it?
Hey,
It
wait,
room.
doesn't show
How
me
can you
that
not
it's
see
pinned.
it? How can you
It
not see
doesn't
it?
show me that it's pinned.
Oh, it's gone now. Now, once you refresh, it goes. It's okay.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
know that.
like, look, this isn't a place for trolls. This is a place for us to all feel safe to talk
Yeah.
about stuff, and I'm not going to risk
If you
having
want to
someone
troll,
come
then
in
go
and
somewhere
just
else.
turn it
There's
into
lots
a
of people out there
shit
that like trolls. Yeah, we don't like.
Exactly.
We're good.
158,
Thanks,
babe.
Mike.
158. You hear me?
Yeah, that's good.
158 you got.
because I realized with all certainty that it wasn't any of my business what I was thinking. It's my
Mhm.
business what I do, my reactions, but I can't control my thoughts. I can't control my thinking. I can't control my feelings. They just are.
Mhm.
They just are. And when I took
Hey DJ, how you doing, man? I'm sure at the end of the stream, Vicky's going to play out with your new song.
Hi DJ. I heard your new
Yeah.
song, but I will go on later and give it a view and a like and that.
Yeah, but I've got it in here, so we'll play your new song at the end again. Played it on my stream
Definitely.
earlier as well, DJ, and it's ace, bro. It is.
Yeah, we
It
like.
is brilliant.
I'll put the link in now, guys.
that power away from them, when I fully and completely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, internalize the fact that they're separate from me, they're just random, and they have nothing to do with me. I stopped taking it personal. I stopped caring. And eventually I stopped ruminating and obsessing. After sometimes month-long or more bouts with severe obsession.
Ryan.
I said hi, salad.
Oh, hi, Sal.
Hi,
Sorry,
Salad.
I was-
Salad.
I
Salad.
thought you were commenting.
I know.
Blue now.
I forget that you can't fucking hear me when you're on there.
Let's say DJ
You are blue
Newman's
now.
link for this video, guys. The link I've just put in. Go on, babe. Say again.
Salad's blue now. She's one of
Oh.
ours, so she's blue. Yeah.
Carry on.
I do find it sad though that anyone would want to come onto a mental health stream to troll. I find it really sad, and I really hope that whoever you are, you get right with God and you get the mental help that you obviously need.
Yeah, the Mr. Super.
But you know, it does
His
say
video is
God tells us
gold.
that we should pray. We should pray for people who curse us and despise
Yes,
us.
exactly.
I don't like that. That's one of the rules I don't like. I want to kick their ass, punch them in the face, and beat them up, but I know I can't do that either. So damn it. It's like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a rule. I wouldn't say it's a rule. It's something God, Jesus wants us to do. But if you say it's a rule, it's religious. I
well,
don't think
yeah.
it's a rule.
You know what I
just
mean,
think
though.
it's
That's-
how we should be living. I know. I
Yeah.
just wanted to for other people. Is you know what I mean? Because they might think you know what people are like.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Hey, Mr.
I
Super,
just
bless
assume
you,
that
bro.
everybody's an adult and they can think for themselves and make their own
Fine.
decisions. I'm not, I shouldn't have
I'm
to
one
babysit.
of them that tries to break it down to someone if I think, oh shit, what if they don't understand that? You know, even though I know.
Yeah,
they're
no, I do
clever
too.
and
It's just that, yeah, I have to focus on what's important sometimes.
exactly.
You're all mods because I'm not always in chat. So if anyone does come in and troll, you all have the power to ban them.
Exactly.
It just became easier. And same goes with feelings. The moment I stopped putting judgment and requirements and expectations on my feelings and on my thoughts, it was easier just to let them go.
Yeah.
I am responsible for my actions. Absolutely. My actions define me far more than my thoughts. And this sounds so simple. And it's a mindfulness thing. And it took me forever to click with this because I had people try to bring this.
Hi, Raj.
Hey, Vicky, how's it going?
Hello.
It's
How you
good.
doing, bro? You
Yeah.
good?
Kids are calming down now again. They've been up and down all day, dude.
What has?
You got to have a pair.
So?
Huh?
What?
Have a
What's
pair.
been up and down?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hi,
It
Jeff.
sounds like you're talking to somebody else though, because it sounds like you're
you
getting
were talking
angry.
to someone else.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you guys.
Well, what
You
you
said
saying?
something about up and down all day.
The grandkids, they've been.
Oh, right. Good.
Oh yeah, I got
Leave it
good
up and down
news
all
though.
day.
If you want to hear it,
Go on.
Yeah.
AA is no longer in the flats anymore. He banned them today.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it happens. You saw it coming.
Oh, that's
Well,
fine. That's
Changes
fine, but
nothing for me.
that doesn't stop all the trouble. I mean, that's 2 out of a billion. So
Right.
I
This
still
we
is-
won't
mean-
be going there.
Okay,
This
yeah.
stream has nothing to do with flats anyway.
I know. Sorry, I
That's
said
all right.
let you know.
Can I just say though, PJ already had AA in on one of his crusty socks and telling me I've never been harassed or stalked. Obviously, you have. You know what it did to my mental health. That's on you. Keith made
I
his
told
bed.
Black
he
Taylor,
can
I
lie
told
in
Black,
it.
hold on. I told Black Taylor in an email, listen, why would I go in a stream where someone who nearly killed my missus is allowed to be? So no,
No,
Nice.
you know what I mean?
look. For
And I know
me,
you said he's been banned now, but that's
beside the point.
That's one person. It's still the principle of the thing. He's still contradicting himself. Like a few weeks ago, he said that God told him no more anti-flat earthers. Then a few weeks later, God says, let them all
Forgive
in.
them all and unban them.
God, yes, you can forgive him. You'd already forgiven them. That forgiving is not letting them back in your stream. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's not
So
gonna
I've
help.
still got principles. I can't be there while even our own people are like, the mods.
Aye.
So they can piss off.
Salad.
I love
Someone
flats,
said
but that's I won't be back, especially right now. Definitely.
salad. So it'll be every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. Obviously, we did it last week and then we're on tonight, but it's only because it's my cousin's funeral next Wednesday, so I won't be on. But yeah, so it's every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. You know, and we did it as a one-off, not knowing how it'd go last time, and it turned out really good. And a lot of people said they wanted it to continue. So yeah, we're going to do it every 2 weeks.
And I think those people are here too, so that's good.
Someone asked what's up with PJ today, and I said that's PJ. What in flats is? Someone asked that.
Yeah. There was a lot of
What's
questions.
up? He's not here. So what do you mean? What's up?
Well, yeah, trust me, they noticed that you weren't there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think-
Well, David Barner
Look.
said that yesterday. It wasn't the same with that. I mean, he says, "Well, I was there at the start. I said a few things, and then as soon as I said what Graham had to say, I was like, nah, that's it. I'm done. This is from our own. And then
Look.
anyway,
Cheers.
I don't want to carry on about it. I've said what I've got to say, babe. This is a different stream. This is your
No.
stream. I don't want to carry on about it. It's your stream.
Yeah, can I get
Yours
something
and
off
Ryan-
topic?
Yours
real
and
quick?
Ryan's stream. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I
Did
mean?
StreamYard change their format? And their
I think they updated some stuff. Yeah, the last couple days.
No.
This is StreamYard. Why?
because it looks different to me on this side than it normally
Yeah,
does.
just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
saying.
The only, this is
I know they did make some changes, but they're usually little stuff.
I mean, we've
This-
got like scene panels at the side, but I never used them. You know what I mean, but yeah. No, carry on, babe. Sorry.
this is the last I'm gonna say on flats, and
Oh.
it's channel and everything. No, listen. Sometimes in life you have to move on for your own peace, for your relationship with God and your own mental health. And there is nothing wrong with putting yourself, your relationship with God and your mental health first.
There you go. Right, let's do it.
This up to me, bring this to my attention. And I just couldn't buy into it. It just seemed too hokey, too simple, too woo-woo. But that's it, guys. That's it. It's right there. The secret to your freedom from your rumination, or at least one of the big secrets to your freedom, your rumination, your loops, your cycles, your pure obsession, is that you can't control your thoughts. So there's no reason to care what you think.
Right, I'm glad you said that, you know, because when I was saying about them thoughts, the depraved thoughts I hated,
Ryan, is
Yeah, I
Graham
mean-
in your chat?
He's in somebody's chat because I see him here. Is that the same guy that you were having trouble with, or is that a different dude?
Yeah, no, it'll be the same because I've blocked him, so I can't see him.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I get it now. Okay, but I still see him. That's why I was just double checking. I told him he has one
Yeah,
chance.
no, he
So
can
that's,
get
I was just making sure I wasn't talking to the wrong dude. That's all.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not
he
in
can
here,
get stuff.
he's
I
not
want
in
to threaten
here.
somebody.
Just ban him. That's all you're gonna have to do.
Somebody
not
hit him
welcome,
already,
yeah.
so I'm not going to worry about that. Sog hit him. That's fine.
So
I don't mind if
just-
he's here. I don't. If he wants to listen in, that's fine. But I don't need his antics. I'm good. Thanks.
Where
Yeah,
was
no.
Graham? I didn't see Graham in here.
No, he must have been in Ryan's.
On
So how
YouTube.
come somebody said hello in here to him? Because they wouldn't have been able to
Ryan
see it.
did. Unless he's
No.
blocked you. And then you won't see him.
Let me just,
Well,
anyway.
Soggs has already deleted his messages, so you won't see it in there now. But it was in there because I had it here. Now it doesn't say it. It
Yeah, no.
Okay.
shows that it was
Yeah.
removed. The likes and share and stuff.
Thank you, Sogs. Yeah, no, he will never be welcome.
And that's not personal, dude. It's nothing personal. It's just I don't have time for it. I'm sorry.
No, for me it's personal.
I know, but I'm just saying for me it's not really it's not a personal thing. It's just I don't have to.
And why would you come? Why would you come when you know what you did yesterday in Flat?
We know we all know why he would come because he's looking.
Because he
No,
wants to
no,
go
he's not.
do
He's
that.
not. He's not. In, he's not.
Because
He wasn't in. He definitely wasn't in Ryan's. I don't know. I can't see Graham's name anywhere. I don't think he was here.
Was Graham in Ryan's chat or mine?
No, he was in the regular one because it would have said mine. It would have had a pin to it.
Yeah, he's definitely not in.
I noticed that I don't see his comments on here, but I seen him on YouTube. So I don't know how that works.
Because I've got him blocked.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
No,
no.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's okay. Sogs took care of it, so we're good.
That's
Moving
all
on.
good. Good. Sog's just blocked. Yeah, but I haven't blocked Graham. I
Oh,
banned
it's-
him from a chat, but I haven't blocked him. So it must be someone else he blocked.
No, Mr. Super's on Ryan's channel, DJ. That's why you can't see him. We can only see him in StreamYard.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
on
is that
Ryan.
what? Okay,
He's
I'm
on
sorry.
Ryan's channel. It's the same stream, but Ryan's hooked up, so it's the same stream. But Mr. Super's in Ryan's, giving Ryan some support.
Yeah, don't worry, he hasn't blocked you.
I didn't think about going over to
No
my
reason at all. Now, see, the tricky thing about rumination, the
start
tricky
getting-
thing
you start getting more if you start getting more people in your live chats, though, Ryan. In case the trolls start coming in, you might have to do a few moderators or something.
Yeah, I haven't had that problem, but
Yeah, you haven't had it. You don't need it yet. You don't need it yet.
no worries.
about pure OCD, anxiety, is we think things and feel things that cause us to question who we are. And that's the magic in the torture. Your brain wants to scare you into thinking that your reality is obscured or that you aren't who you really think you are. It wants you to question things.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
And so
I'm glad he's saying that. Like for him, it's fine. You can't control them because I sometimes think that those pictures I get in my mind because of the information of PDF files or whatever. I think, what am I wanting to think this? And obviously, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not. It's just because I don't want to think it. It's like, whoa, please don't be in my head. And it's God, please take this from me. But obviously, you hear something. It's like saying pink elephant. Don't think about the pink elephant. What you got to do? You know what I mean?
So yeah, he was in my chat because Kim just
Okay.
said it says in
Oh, I
my
didn't
chat
see it.
Sogs has removed all of Graham. Yeah,
Oh,
he didn't
I
ever
didn't see
welcome you.
I didn't see him. Okay.
these we latch on to terrible thoughts sometimes. Some of my pure OCD thoughts could be like driving down the road and suddenly I imagine myself turning the wheel really hard and killing someone, hitting someone with my car. I used to have those thoughts once in a while, and then I would stress and punish myself and ruminate and freak out for weeks.
Yeah.
Why did I think that? What's wrong with me? I'm going crazy. Only a psychopath would do that. No, that's just a random thought in my head, literally designed and propped up by the way my brain works to scare me, freak me.
Hey, Aaron, good to see you.
Hi, Han.
Good to see you. It says
No, I
in my
didn't see
chat. It says in my chat, songs have
Yeah, but I'll have to check that out.
all Gamma 9.
Gamma.
Me out and cause me pain. Now, when I have those thoughts, I just laugh. I just laugh because it has nothing to do with me. It's not based in my reality. It's just my anxiety and my pure OCD trying to scare me. It's not real. And educating myself helped. Verifying that this is a real thing, this mindfulness thing and how this works. And the way Pure O works.
You're driving.
Well, drive safe, please.
You're driving.
You know what? I just realized something.
Yeah.
And I think there might be something to it. I think that the stuff that we deal with might be spiritual.
It is. It is. It is.
Yeah,
Well,
it
that's
is.
what I'm
I
saying.
never really,
That's
no,
why-
I mean, I never really considered that fully.
Yeah.
Never really took
Yeah.
it seriously.
I
But now
mean-
I'm starting to wonder.
Absolutely. When it comes to those depraved thoughts that you know you
That
don't want,
voice in my head is not me.
yeah, it's like you know these thoughts that come to you, you know you don't want to see them, and you kick your ass for it. You kick your own ass. Like I was just like explaining, and it's embarrassing to say that if someone is talking about something depraved, my brain is trying to picture it. You know,
Yeah.
it sounds horrible, but that's what happens, and it's not me. It's doing it, not actively. I'm not actively doing it. It's just happening. My brain does that, and I punish myself for it. Like, Lord, please take these thoughts in my head, and to the point sometimes where it bugged me. But then I have realized that they're not my thought. That as circumstances in life, and you know what I mean. It's your brain tries to picture things, and there's also got a spiritual side, a dark spiritual side. Not me personally, but there's dark spirits in the world. You know what I mean?
Hey PJ, don't you think that some of those thoughts come from a lot of the like programming and stuff that the world gives you too? On top of that,
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Thanks for taking out the trash.
What?
You.
He did.
Here you go, babe.
Yeah, the ones that
Random thoughts are easy to rebunk. It's the ones you entertain that we
Rebuke.
hurt.
Rebuke.
yeah, it's like stuff that I don't. Yeah, like dealing with my issues with being abuse. You know, like I hate talking about it because I know what it sounds like. When I hear someone talking about abuse, generally it's like, okay, this guy's gonna pour on the gush and he's trying to get everybody to feel sorry for him. That's where I go with it in my mind, right? That's what I always think first, but that's not always true though, because a lot of times it's like I do it because I want people to be prepared for me acting odd. So what I do is I try to like pre-warn you and pre-prepare you for me doing something odd and standing out differently so that you don't react to it like you normally would. Normally you just kick me off the show or whatever, but you know, if I'm smart about it, then I can convince you to be interested enough in what I have to say to hear me out before you kick me out, but it doesn't always work.
Exactly right.
You know, like I go on a Discord and I end up fighting with people because they won't accept reality. They want to deny reality. And I can't stand someone that'll just sit there and say, well, everything's relative anyway. It's like, dude, get out of here with that shit. You know, like
I know
it's just it's a lazy way to think. It really is. It's like I don't want to
dismissive.
have to go through all the difficult situations and figure out what this really means. So I'm just going to throw it into this pile and say, fuck it, because I don't want to deal with it. Right.
And dismissive.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then, but it comes out in everything you do though, right? That you're not getting it done and that you're not dealing with it, right?
Right.
And everybody can see it, but inside your mind, you're just like, I don't want to talk about, I don't, you know, I understand that. It's so weird that I do understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite as bad. Like I think a lot of people have it like him. I think he has a lot worse than me because I don't panic as much. I've learned to deal with it, like to react, like to get involved and get people more comfortable. So they're talking to me. So then I know that they're not thinking some crazy shit in the background and I don't have to worry about that anymore. See?
Yeah. Go on,
Once
babe.
they speak to me and they interact with me, then I'll know, okay, well, this person doesn't really want to hurt me. They're just standing there doing their own thing, you know?
Of course.
So sometimes it helps to break the ice and start a conversation.
I've lost
Really?
the sub, Shane.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You lost one, huh?
The word entertain means to enter and hold the mind. That's true.
Yes. It
Mm.
means get into your head. Yes.
Ryan, is
Yes.
Mr. Super a mod on your channel?
I don't think anybody's a mod.
Nobody's mods on his channel, baby.
I don't even know how to make a mod on my channel, to be
He
honest.
He doesn't need mods in a minute. He hasn't got anything, and he doesn't. You know, I mean, it'd be different if you had a load of people going in chat. Baby. He doesn't need to.
I think I gave one to Roger. I don't remember if I gave anybody anything because I don't even know.
All you do is in your chat, you click the 3 dots. You click over the name. If you're on your computer, in the chat, in the live chat, you click over the name, and then like you do when you time someone out, and then you just give them it'll say moderator, standard, or managerial, and you just.
Okay, mine says in message, user and timeout, hide user. There it is. Add user as moderator. Okay.
Yeah. And it'll give you a choice of standard or managerial. So you want standard.
Okay, I just gave him it.
There
You're
you
now
go.
moderator.
There you go.
So now I'm moderator, Mr. Super.
All right, since you're the only one in there that I know and trust, then I'll just give one to you. Hopefully
There you
it'll pop back
I
up.
think, like, it just keeps your chat from being trolled.
Yeah. So
Um,
you're in charge, Mr. Super.
be honest with you, let me just say this. This is where I come from when it comes to trolling. Okay, I have trolled people before for different stupid reasons, and I feel like it was a wrong thing for me to do because all it did was make things worse. It didn't change their attitude. It didn't change mine. All it did was piss me off more and make me disdain them more because they weren't open to it. So what I've decided to do is this: if you want to comment and you want to say nasty, mean things, go for it. But I'll just delete them. I'm not going to comment on them, and I'm not going to respond to them. I'm just going to flush you and be done with you. I'm not gonna keep calling you back and giving you a pedestal. It's not going to happen on my channel.
No.
But I understand and I respect other people that do it differently. I'm just saying, where I'm coming from, I don't have time for that shit, bro. If you want to argue with me, come to my house and argue with me. You want to fight me, come in my house and fight with me. But don't come and try to ruin my show and then pretend like you have some good reason why you need to do that, because there isn't one. Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, you got your reward already. You got your little jollies, and you can move on. Thanks anyway.
I know, DJ. I can't see it though. That's the thing. Like, there's certain people that I've got blocked, and they might come in chat, and you know who they are. So ban them as soon as you see them. Ban them because they're not welcome here. This is our place for all of us to talk and feel safe. It's not a place for trolls.
Yeah, but on the
Mr.
other hand, if
Super.
you decide that you want to be civil and you want to have a good conversation, then come on and talk to us. But if all you're going to do is be negative, then there's no reason for you to be here.
Mr. Super, you always look better in blue.
Nation works.
Stop flirting, Vicky.
Trick. It's a fucking
Gonna make
trick.
you get
It's
jealous.
not real. It doesn't mean you have to like how you feel. Doesn't mean you have to sign on to what you're thinking, but you certainly can remove yourself from it. You've got no choice. You've got no control. Just is. The moment you really soak that in, guys, it just is. So you can go about your day, go about your life. Think whatever you think. They're just thoughts. You can't control them. So for sure. It's like watching people walk
That's
through a
it,
park.
bro. That he's right though, because even if there's a thought in your head that is yours that you're thinking about, it's where you deal with your thoughts. It's like it's fine to be angry. Jesus says that. Righteous anger, absolutely fine. It's nothing wrong with being angry. We've got a right to be angry at stuff. It's what you do with it. It's what you do with it. It's how you treat that anger and how you act upon that thought.
And do yourself a favor. Don't let it bottle up in you. You will explode eventually, and it will not be good, and you won't be in control.
Yep.
And then you'll be regretting all that shit that you did, and avoidance. Trust me. Deal with your issues, bro. Whether you have to go jump off a cliff or you have to go do something stupid, do something
Not
that
be
gets
jumping
your
off no
mind.
cliff.
You know what I mean? Like, get in the right mindset, bro. You need your own mind. You need to be able to think clearly and not argue with yourself, you know. And that's the problem that I have is I can't stop arguing with that voice in my head, and I'm not even sure it's me in there. I mean, I've always thought it was me, but I read a book. I've been reading this book called Untethered Soul, and the first thing it tells you is it asks you the question, okay, when I ask you this question, and it asks a silly question, it says, okay, the first thing you're thinking is this, right? The voice in your head said this, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it said. And he goes, but who is that voice? And I'm like, well, it's me, isn't it? And then he asks, okay, and then he goes on, he starts going on, and he says, well, why would you need to talk to yourself in words if that was just your own thoughts? Why would you need to speak the words in your own head? And I was like, oh shit.
Well, I don't know, but there's sometimes if I think something, if I think a certain word that might sound funny, I have to vocalize it to see how it sounds, you know? So I don't know if that's along the same lines or anything, but if there's something like, say there's a word I've never seen or heard before, and I see it written down, and I'm saying it in my head, I have to audibly say it, even if I'm walking down the street with my mate and it comes to my head or something, I have to audibly say it to see how it sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I just want to make sure. Let me see how this sounds.
Yes.
Brother said it perfect. People like to say echo chamber as a bad thing, like church or most any belief club is for like-minded people. It is what it is. If you disagree, just go away. We're always open to suggestions. Exactly, and that's the thing. Like,
why do you want to piss off a group of people that are having fun and doing something they enjoy to do? I mean,
right. Let Vicky finish her thought first.
Do you know though? Like, and this is honestly, right, my opinion on trials. Hurt people, and if you go out of your way to try and hurt somebody, that tells me you're hurting. And look, I don't know the reason why you're hurting, and I don't know the answer to all your prayers or questions, but I do know that living in a place filled with anger and hate is not good for anybody mentally, spiritually. It's just not a good place to be. And for me, like, I vent, and I do vent, because do you know what? Sometimes you have to let it out. Sometimes there's that much crap gone on that you actually just go, do you know what? I'm sick of putting on this. I don't care. It doesn't bother me and all that. But do you know what? We should be able to vent, and we should, because we all have a voice. Oh, sorry.
Well, you all have a voice as well. You remember, you can't vent to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Don't Google that.
But
I'm serious. There's things that you don't want to enter.
Oh no, of course not.
Once you're in the algorithm, you're
No.
screwed.
hedgehog pull joke.
Hedgehog. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hedgehog, where? I didn't see Sonic
In
come
the
in.
garden. The dog's obsessed with it.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's two
The
of them.
dog's obsessed with it.
Oh, don't.
Yes, Baz, I totally like an horse.
An horse?
Gross.
An horse,
Dark
Baz.
sound
It's
effects
an
and some-
horse.
Oh, that's gross. Disgusting. I shouldn't have read that. But
Oh,
my eyes
dude.
can't help it. He knows that too. It's eye candy, bro.
Popcorn.
Yep.
Is
Sounds
it-
tasty.
Cookies.
Cookie.
There they go. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with you. This is the single greatest key to letting go and moving past this. Now, do you sometimes do it wrong? Do I sometimes still have minor relapses and obsessive thinking? Yeah, earlier in the
You're on one
summer,
right now.
this past late June,
Yeah.
I got stuck in a 2-week cycle of pure OCD. I knew what was happening, and I worked through it pretty carefully. It was the shortest bout of obsession and rumination I've ever had. But am I constantly berated and taken hostage by these things anymore? No, almost never. Because I know what's going on, and I don't fight it. I accept it. It's
It's
okay.
kind of cute, huh? The way he talks,
Completely.
Yeah,
the way he moves his eyes, he's kind of like got that. I don't know. He just I don't know. He's entertaining, I think, but maybe it's
Yeah,
just me.
he's got them smoky, lazy eyes. He's got smoky, lazy.
And I'm not
eyes.
saying I want to sleep with him. I'm just saying he's got a fair, he's got a symmetrical face, is what I mean.
Oh,
by
it's
that.
the bald head. It's the bald
Yeah.
head attraction.
No, I don't think it's the ball. No, he just has an he's easy on the eyes. I don't know. I don't
I
think
know.
guys look good. I don't see them sexually, but I know what a good looking guy looks like. I'm not stupid.
Oh,
You know,
come
like
on.
I've seen other guys that look good. I mean, I know what good looking
Oh.
is. I'm not dumb.
Can I just say, I love all of you. I really do. Like, we are the most random bunch of people. Oh, we really are.
That's such dreamy blue eyes.
But do you know what? It works, and I love it.
I did just.
I'm not hungry,
I'm not hungry just.
No, not anymore.
I'm not even going to look it up because I can imagine if you lot
Said
have all
it in
going,
chat, babe,
oh,
just
no.
in
Don't ruin
chat.
biscuits for me, bro.
He said it in chat what it is.
I'm not looking.
Oh, okay.
I read it out, didn't I? Even the dog doesn't like it.
Okay. So I hope that helps. I hope you know this is one of the most important topics ever for me is the topic of rumination, obsession, paranoia, spinning, racing, poor sleep, poor thoughts, stress, anxiety, depression. It's a loop.
And all for nothing.
Just remember, next time you have a
Yeah.
shitty thought or a shitty feeling, don't be like, I wish I wasn't thinking this. I wish I didn't feel this way. Let go of expectations, separate
reason why
yourself
you
from it.
feel
Just
that
be
way.
like, oh, there it is. It's got nothing to do with me. Nothing. You are not your thoughts. They just
No.
are.
That's true.
And since, here's the magic, since you cannot control them, you cannot control your thoughts. They're going to happen no
not
matter
yours.
what. The more you try to control, the worse it will be.
See, I knew that about my thoughts that they're going to happen anyway. But I thought, even though they're going to happen, should I still be able to think something like this? I was thinking, where is it coming from? Yes, I can't help it, but where is it coming from? Is it coming
Yeah.
from in me, or is it coming from
The evil.
externally? You know what I mean? That was my problem with it.
You're born into sin, bro. Like that's just what you
That's
do.
it. That's true. That's true.
The whole. Then it's not like the world is teaching you how to do it right. You know what I
No.
mean? It's like like everywhere I look, I'm looking for somebody that's actually doing it right. That's actually putting out there good information that will help people and actually change their lives. Nobody's doing it. They're all
Right.
just doing entertainment shit. It's just frustrating. It really is.
Exactly.
The only way you're going to help somebody is to grab them by the neck and talk to them and get them to listen to you, and then
Yeah.
talk to them, tell them what you think, tell them why you think that way. Get it out of your system, because then they're going to understand where your mind is, and then they're not going to panic all the time and be thinking that you're thinking something off in a tree. They're going to think, well, I already know what Ryan thinks about. He's probably thinking about this, so I don't need to worry about what he's thinking. See what I'm saying? That kind of stuff is kind of like how I cover it. Is that I always try to think about, well, how important is it to me if that person did think that? Sometimes I just have to make that decision. Do I really care if so-and-so thinks I talk too much? No, not really. They still want me around, so obviously they don't hate me for it, right? But I know it gets frustrating. So I always look at it that way, and I always think, look, I'll keep going, and I'll keep pushing because I want to be in this. I want to be part of this. But I also don't necessarily want all the responsibility. So my laziness tells me that I'll stay in this position where I'm at. I won't go off and do things on my own. I'll just help other people, right? Or I'll be involved with Rogers and do things with you, PJ, because I feel like I'm safer that way, because then I'm not really the one in charge. So I don't have to be responsible for anything bad. Like if something bad happens, it's only what I said. It's not necessarily that I made, you know what I mean? I guess that's kind of what it is. And I fear that. I fear that if I put out something that someone will find it bad and it will hurt somebody. And I don't want to do that,
Yeah.
Am I chopped liver?
Yes, dear.
Look at me,
You are
I'm
chopped
chopped
liver. Right
liver.
now you are. I'm sorry.
You
yeah.
said,
Baza, yes.
it, Vicky.
I am.
What's Ryan?
I tell you.
Baza said, I am fully convinced.
Didn't even
some
say my
individuals
name,
are-
God.
Baza
I love
said,
you, Vicky.
I love you too.
That time.
Fuck Roger. I don't even let him get a word in his own show. Why would I do it on mine? I'm sorry, Roger. I didn't mean that.
Right,
Oh, it's
okay,
fine,
right,
dude.
no, actually, Ryan, it's your stream. You can read it.
There you go.
You don't know.
Read
I'm
it.
That's
fully,
the thing.
I am fully convinced some intrusive thoughts are not from me, but from my enemy. And when I try to fight it,
Mhm. The
No,
enemy, as in Satan.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
the enemy. And I think, you know what? I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to fling it out there. I think that the voice in your head is the devil.
Hi,
Oh, the
Mr.
voice in your head,
Anus.
definitely. There's the anus in the hoose.
And I think that I don't think he was there all the time. I think he slowly worked his way in there. And that's a terrifying thought, because now I feel like I need to get cleansed or something, or there's something I need to do to fix that. But I know that that's not really the answer. Just, burning incense isn't going to fix you. It's not going to fix all your mental problems. Don't ever think that you can just burn incense and everything's going to be fine. It doesn't work like that, guys. You have to work on yourself, and you have to work on your feelings and change who you are. You have to change those feelings, and you have to overcome things, right? If you're not overcoming things, then you're doing something wrong. And that's the problem that
Well,
I have is I don't want to change the things. I'm getting along just fine. Why do I want to change things? You know what I mean? It's difficult to change shit, you know? Then I have to
I have
read
2 books that PJ actually got me. One says, stop doing that shit. And the other is unfuck yourself.
Yeah, I like that one.
And I tell you,
What's that?
he's got a podcast as well I listen to on Spotify. Kim, I found the word that says it is by the renewing of your mind through the washing of the word. I'm paraphrasing. It worked. I don't suffer from racing thoughts anymore. And that's the thing.
Romans
like
12. That's Romans 12. That's a chapter I said to get you to read the other day.
That's the thing. Like you will find something that works for you, and that, like at the start, I was saying I wanted to talk a bit about distraction techniques, because like I have different distraction techniques for when my head is going a million miles an hour, and there are loads of different types of distractions, and they can be really useful. Earth High, you're in Ryan's. Nobody can see you, but Mr. Super can see ya. There he is.
Oh yeah, Heart's in Ryan said. Good to see you.
Hi, Hart. How are you?
Good to see you.
Hi. But yeah.
Weird.
No, don't enter that in your. That was a joke. Don't do that. That was a, you know, this is a, what do you call it? You know, it was a joke thing where don't do that. Don't enter that, because if you do, you'll be sorry. I did, and I was disgusted very badly.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
No,
Don't do that. I've actually don't. Same as one guy, one jar. Don't do that.
No, don't give me any other ideas. Don't give me any more ideas.
It's all along the same lines. No, but the thing is, if you look that up, one of them, you'll get the other anyway.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Don't look that crap up.
You know what? I'm mad that they took Rotten.com down, because at least I could get my fix of weird shit. But now I can't even get my fix of weird shit anymore. I have to go to the snuff stuff.
There's a guy. There's a guy that I'm sub to. What's his name again? Oh, what?
I have no idea.
And he does stories like that from old Reddits. He's got long hair. He's a metal dude. What's his name?
Todd White.
Oh, please. I need to look. Right, carrying on with this video. I need to look. Oh, use talk or whatever. Do you mean carry on with the video?
Yeah.
It's nearly ended. It's nearly finished. You got 2 minutes.
I didn't get a flinch out of him. I said Todd White. He didn't say nothing.
No, it's not Todd White.
Who the fuck is Todd White?
Todd White's that pasta with the dreads. Oh. Well, he used to have dreads. The one that had sex. The one that has with sex with God and all that crap.
So since you can't control them, I can't wipe my hands because my hand's holding the phone, but wipe your hands of it. You're done, you're free, you're good. And move on. The less you fight it, the less often they happen, the easier it gets. Work on this. Practice this. Learn about mindfulness. Read up on pure OCD. Educate yourself, and don't feed into it. For me, not feeding into it was not researching. Don't ask for validation everywhere you turn, maybe here and there with confidants, but in general, no amount of research was ever going to satisfy these obsessive thoughts. It was just an endless loop, and it's how I fed them. I empowered them. That's my message for today. I hope it offers you some relief. And that information was when I finally soaked that into my core, it offered me so much relief. And I'm grateful, so very grateful every day that pure obsession, massive rumination, all these things aren't a crippling normal part of my day. We've got a lot to work on. We've got a lot to deal with in life, a lot to think about. And this is one thing that you could do without. It could help you. It could free up some time and space for you to work on becoming the you really want to be. And it's not perfect, like I said, but you can practice this mindfulness. Just tell yourself this isn't real. These thoughts have nothing to do with me. My name is Noah. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Thank you for your support.
Hold on.
I appreciate each and every one of you. Can't wait to hear or read your comments below. What do you guys think about this topic? Do you agree?
That's it, obviously. There you go. Carry on, guys. It's your stream. That's the video.
I just want to share some of that. Because I said about distraction techniques.
Really, Justin?
I'm gonna get that on my birthday cake. Unfuck
Well-
yourself.
Oh yeah, I've got a sticker that says that. It says, "I'm not
There
good.
it
I'm
is.
not good with
There he
apologies.
is.
I'm not good with
Wow.
apologies to go unfuck yourself or whatever."
Right. Oh, right, babe. So you best to do it bigger. Make it bigger. Like that. There you go.
Right, so these are different types of distraction techniques. Listen to music, controlled breathing, video games, phone a friend, puzzles, read a book or a magazine, watch TV, count backwards, counting, exercise,
Chopping wood. Yep, works. They all work good.
chop your wood, Ryan.
Although I would remove watching TV. That's probably not going to be good for your burdened brain, because it's much easier
Yeah, no, look, I'm just
to
reading.
brainwash somebody if they're already in a mental situation. You know that, right?
Oh.
That's why they do that. That's why they put those gamma rays out of the TV.
Can I just say quickly,
Oh.
that guy I'm thinking about is called Wang, Whan. He's called Justin. His name's Justin, but the channel's called Wang, and he talks about weird stuff like that. I'll put the link in case you want it, but he talks about mad stuff like that. He's a cool guy, not a Christian or anything, but he does talk about weird stuff like that. I'll put the link in. Carry on, babe. Sorry.
I
So
wouldn't cut a lot.
focus on breathing, have a bath or a shower, journaling, physical exercise, reading. This is clean your room. Trolls especially, clean your room, all them crusty socks. Cook or bake something, create a scrapbook, cuddle your pets. No, my dog's antisocial. Go for a walk. Listen to something, meditate,
Play an instrument. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that right now.
and relax.
Ready.
Like Mr. Super said, he not better. Like Mr. Super said, he plays his
You need to
music.
get out. You need to stop it. There you go. Right, go on.
Mr. Super said he plays his music, and that like helps him. And
It's loud.
Ryan, are you being taken by aliens there, mate?
No, I'm playing my instrument.
Oh.
He's playing his instrument. He's being instrued by a ment.
I have an organ and I'm gonna play it.
You what? You
An organ. I'm gonna play with it. You want to see?
Buzzer spot on. Yeah. So when it comes to self,
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Cold water, rubber band. Yeah, if you ping a rubber band on your wrist,
Well,
yeah,
that's the kind of
like-
distraction I got taught.
Yeah, you
for-
snap it. You
Hold
snap
on.
your wrist.
That's the kind of distraction I got taught by my little sister for panic attacks. She said, because when you panic attack, you don't feel like it's real. It's like nothing's real. It's to try and bring you back to reality. And she says, I'll have something like sandpaper in your pocket and rub it. So you kind of, the feeling of the sandpaper might bring you to back to reality. Because
yeah.
when you're having a really bad
Ventilation
panic
works
attack,
really
it's
good.
It's like it's not. It's like you're not. It's like you're panicking, but it's like it's not real. It's like you're not in the real world. Oh, she said an elastic band, ping it. Sorry, carry on, bit.
No, so like it's not one glove fits all, and it is very much you have to do what works for you. And for me, I found that writing things down and burning them, or reading a book, or say if I can't sleep at night, I'll pick a spot on the ceiling and just stare at it, and I'll fight it to keep my eyes open.
Oh
Because
my
then
god, I do that all the time and I didn't even realize I was doing it.
Yeah, and then because you're concentrating on keeping your eyes open, you're not thinking about why you're not sleeping. No, it's true. But look, everybody will have something that for them works. It's just finding the thing that works for you. And look, I have a couple of different distraction techniques that work for me, and I don't use the same one all the time. So I think, if you find what works for you and it works for you, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what it is.
That works.
There you go, Ryan.
Yeah,
You
distract
distracted
me.
all of us.
Well, that's what you said.
If that's not distraction, I don't know what is.
I said, well done, Ryan. You distracted.
Well,
all
I
of
just
us.
read in the chat. Someone says, "and loud sounds," and I was like, "Okay." Shocking sound. Just share the shit out of somebody.
No, but sometimes you do need a quick snap back to
Hyperventilate.
reality.
I know that sounds like a stupid thing, but I do it all the time. When I start
Yeah.
to panic attack, I just hyperventilate, and that clears everything. Because then my whole body's trying so hard to fucking suck oxygen in, rather than worry about the bullshit. It just clears your fucking mind completely. But it's hard to do that right in the public when you're having a panic. It's
So,
not easy to sit there and do that without looking like an idiot. But
so panic attacks, I've suffered for years. And when I first started getting them, they were crippling, like they were horrendous. I still have them occasionally, but generally I can talk myself out of it. I can talk PJ out of it. All you need to do is stop thinking about what you're thinking about and just concentrate on breathing in and out. And if you just focus on nothing but your breathing, you will eventually start to calm down.
all you're doing is you're separating your thoughts from whatever that thing is in your head that's telling you to
Yeah.
think these things. Because that's generally what I deal with, is that voice in my head is constantly won't shut the fuck up.
I went to
Stop.
hospital once, and it, like, my anxiety, we all know my anxiety is bad. But I went to hospital once because I wasn't doing well, and there was a girl having a panic attack, and I sat on the floor with her, and I was just like, you just need to breathe in and out, in and out, and I sat with her until she stopped. And you know, sometimes it's easier to do it for other people than it is to do it for
Oh yeah,
yourself.
because when you're not panicking, it's okay. Yeah, you can deal with it just fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you need a buddy system, huh?
yeah, definitely. And like, well, all you lot on the panel and that, like, I might, if anyone needs to email me or whatever, email PJ and he'll send your email to me. Like, there's a lot of people on here that I talk to off of YouTube as well as on. Look, there's only 3 special members to the what's it called, Roger? Headquarters. We have a headquarters, but there's only 3 of us in there.
Yeah.
But Roger's obviously not talking.
Hello, Roger.
Roger's part of.
I'm here.
He's changing.
Roger, we have headquarters, don't we? Me, you, and Erin.
Oh, we do.
We do. I
Yeah.
like headquarters. It's good.
They
Roger
just do that.
probably thinks it's not good because I'll randomly message him. But no, like, and obviously, like, if you're struggling, please reach out. You know, we're all here. Hi, Joe. We're all here. Like, whether you comment in a community post or whatever, I check my community posts and stuff. So, yeah, don't ever feel that any of you are alone, because you're not. Like, we're always about, even if it's like with different time zones and stuff, sometimes you can email me and I won't get it till the morning, but I will reply as soon as I can. And I generally do. Like, I talk to, well, today, just as an example, I've texted Roger, I've emailed Ryan, I've emailed Justin.
Me?
That's why
Heron,
they call her a bee. She's busy.
Me.
Baza, Sandro. Like, so I'm, you know, whether, no matter what, like, I'm never gonna ignore you. Sometimes I can be a bit shy at reading my emails though, but I'll get there. But I do tend to get back to everyone as soon as I can. Because I know recently with what's been going on and that, people are, like, last night, people were saying to us, well, you expect loyalty from people on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Do you know why? Because for us, it's you are not just people in chat. You're people, and for a lot of you, we know a lot about your personal lives and stuff, and that matters to me, and it might not to others, but to me it does, and I, you know, like I'd never betray anyone, and I wouldn't, like, none of you. Ryan knows I email Ryan all the time, and we've messaged and that, and our messages and that stay private because you know they're private conversations, and just because we're on a social platform together doesn't mean that we don't have to respect each other and keep private things private.
Hey, Chillin, do you want to see your old pal again? There you go, Chillin.
I'm
There's your old,
chilling.
there's your
Aw.
old pal, bro. There's your old pal. Thank you very much. I love it.
Mine's uglier though.
It's actually got lights on it, but the lights are around this side, by the way. It's
Oh,
around
cool.
my side. It's got loads of settings actually on the thing itself. Brilliant.
Just
hair
in
looks-
your right.
your
He
hair
didn't
looks
just give me this
great, man.
mic. He didn't just give me this mic. He gave me the stand and everything as well.
PJ
And
was
there's a case
with red
there.
hair.
What?
You got red hair, PJ.
You look like a ginger with the light from the lamp behind you. You look like a ginger.
All right.
Well, now it's changed color, but you look like a ginger there for a second.
Alex Ginge.
I say, what happened, PJ? Your true blood came out.
Justin, you know we do. Look,
What? Consider you a real? Are you mad?
One
Justin, a real friend? What?
Been staying up
Him?
till 3 in the morning.
Just incredible, a real friend. Are you mad? He's
You're dead.
He's one of the worst guys I've ever seen on the bloody internet. He's like
Heaven, don't be
troll.
sorry, honey.
Yes,
don't you ever be
Justin,
sorry.
Justin. Of course, you're my friend, without a doubt, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's okay for people to say don't expect loyalty and that, but when you talk on a personal level, look, me and PJ and Ryan and most of us are really honest about our lives, our mental health, all of it, and I think it's good for all of us because do you know what? Even if Ryan felt shy and he emailed me, he knows as soon as I see it, I'm going to email back. Same as Justin, Chillin, Heron, all of them. Like, they all can contact me, and if they know if they need me on there, and vice versa, and that's how it should be. And
can I just say as well, like I don't know if you're finishing for 2 hours, but if Vicky's finishing in 2 hours, it's 20 minutes if anybody wants to come in and talk. If you want the link, if anybody wants the link, just say and Vicky will put it in, or I'll put it in.
look, if you
Just
don't
for the last 20 minutes or whatever.
if you don't want to put your name, even your channel name, put a name, but in private chat, tell us who you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like we really do love all of you, and I know, like, we've never met any of you in person, but
He thought it was serious last time. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting it now. I'm glad you're getting it, bro. Bless you, man. Love you, dude.
And I'm gonna sign up for fantasy football too.
Go on, babe.
Joe said I got to meet one of my buddies in person. It was awesome. That's brilliant, though.
That's
Like,
cool,
I
man.
keep telling Heron she needs to come and live next door to me.
Well, me and Michael Kahn met up. Michael Kahn went to
Yeah.
stay with Michael Kahn for 4 days.
Are you speaking to Michael again? You guys are back. You guys are speaking again?
Yeah, we're speaking. We're
That's
speaking.
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we're speaking.
I bet Luke is itching.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Flats has turned into a Lucas show last night. I heard as well. So, sack that.
Look, it is what it is. But no, like, if any of you ever struggle, please just leave a comment or whatever, and we'll get back to you. And as I said, everything is private. And like I said my full name last night on the stream because I was fuming. But obviously, I'd never dox anybody. Like, I know some people's real names, and I don't call them it. I don't even call them it in private. Do you know what I mean? Because
There you go, Harry.
Ryan, why are you in twice?
Oh, he does this all the time.
Switching to my phone. I gotta go. Okay. So let me quit. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
One
muted.
in There you go. You still echoing, Ryan.
Yeah, that echo shit.
Yeah, he did that last night too with me.
There
Two
you
of
go.
them.
There you go.
There
Ooh.
you go.
Rhymes.
Okay.
I had 2 rhymes in my chat. Never mind.
Right.
We all
But
did.
yeah, Erin, there's the link for you.
Oh,
Erin, what's
I know you'd love it if there was 2 of me.
Heron, you
what?
should have the link in our headquarters, love.
There we go. Right, let's get rid of it.
Hello, my lovely.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Look at you in the sun.
There's no snow.
Ryan, mute.
Oh, I
It
gotta,
is
You're
mute.
echoing. You got to drop out and go back in or something, Ryan, because it keeps echoing.
It weren't Ryan.
It is. It was Ryan.
He was already muted.
He unmuted and muted when it happened. It is Ryan. Trust me.
Trust me.
What did I do?
See,
So-
it was Ryan. Right, go
I
on,
was
Cameron.
echoing pretty bad. I think I still am.
You're
No,
not.
you're fine.
It was because of Ryan. He's changed computer from computer to phone, and it sometimes does that. Carry on, Heron. You talk.
I just
You
came
can
in to
talk.
say hi.
Oh, hiya. Bye.
I got
Hi, Ann.
nothing. I got nothing.
You
but
got
sunshine
nothing?
and time.
Look,
Good to
there's
see
no
you.
snow and it's sunny.
Oh.
Oh, listen.
Yes,
Are
I
you
am.
following the Maddie? You're wearing a black beanie. You're following the Maddie.
Yeah,
You know who
Wow.
I'm talking about, don't you?
you're in that. You're in that
The
weird
Asian guy
cult.
who thinks he's the successor to Christ, and everybody thinks he's the Antichrist.
He wears a beanie, a black beanie, and black.
Wears a black
and he's
beanie,
got a
he's
black
a
top
scab.
on.
Yes,
a
like
black
that. It's like that. Nice. Excellent.
Right. I forgot that.
She does come in. Do you know, actually, after PJ's, I was coming off YouTube and I seen that she was live and I never get notifications. And I was like, right, I'm in. I'm going in to say hi.
I just wanted to do a little quick stream, and I had this topic in my head for such a long time, but I'm so ill prepared. I didn't take any notes or write anything down, and I was like, I got this. And then you hit, go live, and then
Blind.
Yeah.
there's nothing. I could think of 3
No.
things that I wanted to talk about, but then my battery was dying, so it was perfect.
Your back
is
was always dying.
I
Do you know,
I
she
hate
actually
behind the mental
said-
health. Anyone feeling bad about their mental health right now, don't worry, I'm here.
I could save you.
No,
No,
but
I'm nuts. Just give it 5
Do you know what
minutes
she
and
said,
be
though?
like,
she actually said, I don't know how to end the stream. I just wait till my battery goes dead.
But that doesn't even end the stream.
No,
Well, not usually.
Of course
for a
not.
bit, yeah.
Like,
It's the little X in the top. I just figured that out all on my own.
I
It's
love these
just-
streams with your puppies. They got a lot of energy, don't they? Then they swim
They
across the
do.
lake. Oh yeah.
They do. The little guy does. He's a busybody. It's
Nice.
Roger, one of them dogs is half coyote.
Half coyote? No way.
Yeah.
Only
You'll
half.
have the authorities coming to my house soon.
Look, I'm surprised they haven't been and took you away already.
Where is she? Can you see her?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
That's Stella.
You seen a guy run a fez? I used to watch Doctor Who. You got a fez.
What's the fez hat?
Do you know though?
You mean
if
like
you
Fez
lot
on
saw,
that 70 show? You mean?
Didn't catch that, Ryan.
What is a fez hat? I don't know what that is.
Oh, one of them.
You know what a
Turkish-
fez is?
a burgundy Turkish hat. You know them little burgundy hats with a little tassel on the end. It looks like a plant pot turned upside down.
I was gonna say a
Look.
Dixie cup.
I'll show you. That's nice.
I was going to say, you might have to
Gillian
show me.
said-
I'm drawing a blank here.
I'll show
Chilling
you.
said
I'll show
black
you.
unmarked choppers heading Heron's way.
I'll show you what a fez is. Right.
What's this, what was that punk album from the 80s? They have a bunch of guys wearing fezzes
That's a
on it.
fez. That's a fez.
Oh yeah, okay. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
Why don't you just say like an Egyptian hat?
I said a Turkish hat. I said
No,
a
it's
Turkish
Muslim.
hat.
It's Muslim. That's
Yeah,
what
but
it is.
still,
I'm not
you still see
Turkish.
people.
I'm not
You still see
Muslim.
people. You still see people in Turkey wearing them.
You do know
Right.
Turkey
Right.
is the
Okay,
only
what is
Dude.
that noise?
What is that?
That's so weird.
Oh, the baby. Okay.
Listen,
Hold on.
you know that Turkey is the only country
It's
that's
Erin. It's
on
Erin.
two
She must have a
continents.
finger over the mic or something.
It might
Aaron.
be me. I don't know, guys.
Your
It is.
finger.
It is. It is you because I muted you and it stopped.
It's driving
We
me
love you.
crazy too. So I love you all.
Oh, it's
Love you.
love you,
Love you,
Erin.
Erin.
Bless
Bye,
you.
Aaron.
Bless you.
Yeah, Phoenix wants to say hi to everybody. Say hi, Phoenix.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Say something. Go ahead. They're talking to you.
What are you doing?
He's shy.
Okay.
Well, no.
Are you with Grandpa today?
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, Rose wants her bottle.
Yeah, I'd scare everybody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Heron, look, they're lucky they don't see our private conversations because then they would know we are absolutely crazy.
Don't tell
Okay,
anybody.
you haven't lost the sub. You've gone back up to 158.
No, I went up to 159.
Oh, did you? I didn't know. As I said, you've never seen one in real life. Wow.
Really?
I've seen one in real life. Yeah.
Well,
I haven't got to see DJ Moon's video today. Anybody else?
didn't you guys
DJ
in the
New
war
Moon.
used to wear those things?
Hold on, DJ New Moons.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played. I played it in the start. I played it in my stream twice. And then we're playing it. We're playing it at the end. Anyway, we're playing it at the end.
Stop hurting me.
Stop
Justin.
hurting me.
Stop hurting me. Yeah,
Don't
stop
worry.
hurting
You say that all the time. Say it again. Stop hurting me.
Stop hurting me.
me. Don't touch me there.
Hi.
They're saying hi to you.
Hello.
Hi.
He's not as talkative as usual. Say something else.
Wow, that's a kid with an American accent. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, Grandma's here. Everybody's excited now. All right.
Hello. Go on, baby.
Chilling. I said the exact same to Bazzy, you know.
What's
I
that?
did.
Oh yeah, of course. Aye.
Arrived by dinghy. I definitely. I am all for it.
And what?
I don't know what I was reading. But no, mine and Heron's conversations, we are very strange people.
Well, I would have expected so.
It does help though.
Aye.
Saying that, like Ryan, he's like my unpaid counsellor.
Unpaid cancer.
He is. He is though.
Well, you know what's funny is you're not the only one that says that about me. But I'm not sure why they ask me for help because they think I'm crazy.
That's why, Ryan.
I still do
Because you will say whatever you say and that be done. Like other people will think a lot before they say things and then you don't know, they thought too much about it.
That's it.
Believe it or not, I do think about what I say. It's just, I believe in just being honest. Like if I see something that's obvious, I'm going to call it out. I mean, if you've got a funny, nervous tick to you, then I know something's not right with you. You're either, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're showing mental issues, but then you're talking like you don't understand it, then you're lying. You know what I'm saying? And so many people do that. They'll come in there and say, "Oh, you guys are all crazy," but then they're the ones that are actually nuts. You know what I mean? It's like it's weird that way.
This is what I mean, everyone.
Crazy people call it crazy. Okay, whatever.
You don't make me laugh. Do you know, though, you lot turn a shite day into a good day. And you really do, all of you.
Sometimes I can't do that, but other times I ruin it. So it works both ways.
Do you know what, though? Like I said earlier in a community post, you all know who you are. Thank you. Because like a lot of you have to deal with me outside of YouTube. And we all know Vicky doesn't have a filter and it just comes out whether she's typing it or saying it. but you all just let me vent and let me get it out of my system, and it, do you know what I mean? And it does help. Like when you have a network of people that all kind of think the same way as you, it does help, and it does. What?
Heron, Justin, don't make me dust off the teeth.
Bronwyn.
What?
Bronwyn.
Who's
Heron.
Bronwyn? Who's Bronwyn?
Salad said her name is Bronwyn. Do you know my nan's name was Brodwyn?
Oh, right. I see. I thought you said someone Bronwyn was in chat. Babe.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were speaking, but you just disappeared.
I was reading.
Oh,
I go
okay.
quiet when I read.
I know she does this to me. I ask her a question, she goes quiet for ages. I have to ask her 14 and a half times before I get an answer.
Heron looks like Salad's cousin Bronwyn.
Ah, I see.
Now I get it.
Yeah, it really wasn't that hard to understand. You could have just read it in chat, people.
Oh, by the way, guys, tomorrow night's movie night. I'm on at 2 p.m. as normal again, but then obviously you'll be at Flatz's afterwards. But after Flatz's, I won't be on, obviously. But I'll be on for movie night, and it's The Chosen. But I think we should have a comedy. So any ideas for a comedy movie that I can get hold of? I mean, I don't know, guarantee I can have it or whatever. But any ideas for a comedy movie, and we'll go for it.
What the? Look, right? This is how random it is. Look. Heron has literally parted at Salad's cousin's house.
They're not mad.
Wow.
And in the mad, it's a small world as well as being massive. Like they say that's 60 degrees of separation. I think there's something to that. There's probably if you get six degrees of separation, like just say between me and Ryan, some people somewhere in the world that we're related to somehow will be, you know what I mean? We'll be related to each other somehow. But we are. We all came from Adam and Eve, so we're related. We're all related.
Yeah, we all came from the same two people, mostly.
The same DNA. Because Eve had the same DNA as Adam. She came from Adam's rib, so it's the same DNA.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then eventually, you copy. Obviously, the more you copy, it's like information on a computer or a fax machine, anything. The more you copy, the more information gets lost, and that's how we got faults in our DNA. I think, because the more we copy, the more we get faults in it.
I'm probably related to Ryan because he's half Irish. Do you know, though, chilling, me and Chilling, I think we need a DNA test because I think we're long lost siblings.
Possibly. Do you want me to play?
I don't need some stranger to tell me what I am.
I just did.
Do you want me to play DJ New Moon song for you? Say bye or anything?
Yeah.
Now?
We're still trying to figure out what Ryan is, but we'll get back to you on that one.
So I'm going to cut it here in a minute, so you're not going to get much from me after.
Yep.
You're not going to get much now, because the signal's gone. So let's do the DJ New Moon thing. DJ New Moon's new track, and it's called Flat Like a Sheet.
Feel the ground shake when I step to the side. Flat as a board, no curve, it's a ride. Every truth they told just a part of the game. Open your mind, we can break the frame. Look at the horizon, this straight line. Secrets unfold, now it's our time. Everybody wake up, can you feel that thrill? Flat like a sheet, can you keep it real? Everybody wake up as the truth unfolds. The world is flat, this story is bold. like a true teddy. House that earth on mine you can keep. Bending around, it's a straight terrain. Together we'll shout, break the chain of the plane. Everybody wake up, can you feel that thrill? Flat like a sheet, can you keep it real? Everybody wake up as the truth unfolds. The world is flat, this story is bold. These guys, they stand and hold me down on this flat earth and wear my crown. Together we'll rise, let the world unite. In this truth we find, we man and I. Everybody wake up, can you feel that thrill? Flat like a sheet, can you keep it real? Everybody wake up, that's the truth untold. The world is flat, this story is bold.
There you go, DJ New Moon.
I like the cats, man, and the fish. That was awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think everything you do is this, man. Everything you do is this. And you go, babe, over to you. And Ryan.
Thank you all for coming. We really do appreciate it. I know we're a bit random, and we've got like just under 2 weeks before our next stream, I think, because not next week, the week after we're on. So if anybody has a topic they want to talk about or focus on or whatever, please let us know. And what I can do is the sooner you let us know, because then we can research it and get some stuff up about it. Obviously, because I want it to be about things that affect all of us, not just the people on the panel.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Ryan, anything you want to say?
Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, bless you guys.
And that was DJ's link I put in chat. Roger, are you on?
No, ma'am, I'm not doing one tonight. Doing tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, and if anyone else is live, please stick your link in the chat.
So I'll see you guys twice tomorrow. In the
So it'll
afternoon.
be I will set it up, but I'll do a community post with the date and the time and stuff. Ryan, is this time? No, I need to talk to Heron about the time because she's her work as well. So yeah, leave it with me, and as soon as we've sorted it, I will put a community post out letting you know, and I will @ you Salad so you definitely get it.
There you go.
Thank you all for coming. Roger, anything to say?
I think he's gone, maybe. I think he's in another room or something.
Ryan's driving.
Yeah, I'm driving. I don't know if you can hear me well, so that's why
I'm here. I'm just busy getting grandkid stuff ready. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say except keep doing this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think
And
it's
yeah,
a good idea.
just let us know. Anything.
Love you guys, and I'll see you on my stream tomorrow.
Love you all. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Paper cut.
You're a weirdo.
Got a different board.
Dennis on or
Bleeding. Really bad, actually. It must have hit an artery. last night with Lindsay Lohan.
Every time I bring a girl home, you guys try to eat her. It's not fair.
Come on.
Someone here order Chinese food? Quick, they'll be hungry again in half an hour.